Pro boxing fans, we are here in New York Hall, Ade Oladipo, man. Look, this is the big rematch that everyone's talking about. First of all, how are you? How's things?
Good, good. Excited for this one. Wasn't excited, now I've become excited. I was like, but all of a sudden, I think seeing Eubank Sr. there yesterday, I was like, okay, this has now got real. And then I come here, and this looks good as well. Like, I wanted it to be at the venue yesterday, but this is nice. I like, this makes sense. So excited for this, excited for a couple of the undercard fights as well.
Let's talk about the main event first of all. We can see both men have made weight. Chris has obviously gone through that. He likes to put it on social media to show people how he got to that point. But look, they both made weight. There's no fines being handed out. Just a fair fight now, right?
Yeah, and look, he's not only made weight, he's made weight, right? He's lighter than Conor Benn. What is he, 159.1? I don't know if that's a miscalculation, an error. Like, why would you want to kill yourself to take off another pound? I don't know. But yeah, look, he's done. He's made weight. He's still got that restriction in terms of what he can go to after the weigh-ins. But we're here. We're here. And he looks better as well. Now, you're right, he showed that video, but when he got out of the wetsuit and did his usual pose down, I thought his face looks a bit better than normal. Yeah, so I feel like he's maybe been closer to the weight 6-7 weeks ago than he was before. So yeah, he looks good. Look, Chris always looks good. Like, Chris is never out of shape, but Conor looks good as well. Conor looks bigger. So I think both guys are ready.
How much did that first fight take out of each fighter? Because we know how great a fight that was, but as fighters, it took a lot. How much do you believe it took out of each fighter?
A lot. You can't have those type of fights all the time, especially if you're 35, as Chris was at the time, now 36 obviously. It took way more out of Chris than Conor. Not because Chris isn't as tough as Conor, but he's older. He's older, there's more wear and tear, and obviously the weight cut. So whereas Conor was whistling Dixie in New York 3 days later at the Times Square event, so it took way more out of Chris. I do wonder if that played a factor in Chris pushing the fight to November as opposed to September. But yeah, that took a lot out of Conor as well, but way more out of Chris.
Eddie Hearn says that when Conor beats Chris Eubank Jr., this is going to retire Chris Eubank. Do you feel like, though, that we are towards the end of his career, whether that's a big fight in Canelo, whatever happens, that we're seeing the end of Chris Eubank Jr.'s career regardless?
Yeah. If he loses, yes. If he wins, maybe he puts his name in the hat for a Canelo or Hamza if the money's right. Probably not, but if the money's right, who knows? If he loses, it's difficult. It's difficult because really and truly, you lose a lot of your stock losing to... He's not a welterweight for us, Conor. I'm not buying that welterweight nonsense, but he's still a small guy. You've lost to a small guy coming up, and you're old. It's a hard sell to bring him back. If he wins, he'll continue. He loves the money, and so he should, right? He's a star, so I think he'll continue. There are a few fights out there. I wouldn't even be surprised if his name is eventually in the running for someone like Jake Paul. Wouldn't be surprised, but yeah, I think it's a retirement if he loses, a carry on if he wins.
In regards to stars in the UK, are we sort of still looking for that big star? Because if Chris Eubank Jr. calls it a day, obviously Conor's going to keep on fighting. Do you feel like we're still finding the next batch of pay-per-view stars?
Yeah, we're struggling. Look, the hope is Moses, isn't it? That's the hope, Moses the Talma. But we don't know if Moses can even sell tickets yet. We're not sure, right? Because I guess we'll find out in January. Ben Whittaker we're hoping for. And then you're hoping the likes of Adam Azim and Dalton Smith come through, but I wanted them to be there already. And they're not there. I feel like what's going on, and we're going to lose quite a few stars in the next 18 months. And we don't have that pay-per-view star to replace them. We don't even have an arena filler to replace them. So, I don't know, it's a scary thought, but it is what it is. It goes in cycles. And I feel like we'll have some again in the next couple of years, but it's quite scary to think we're going to lose Chisora, who's here somewhere, Dillian Whyte, AJ, Fury, Katie Taylor, Warrington, Wood. Like, there's so many, all gone. Eubank, there's so many, so it's quite scary.
Actually, talking about AJ, first of all, props to AJ for just a career, man. Like, everyone's having a go at him right now, and I'm going to talk to you about the Jake Paul fight. But I do want to talk, before I talk about that, legacy. A lot's been made on, or even on TalkSport, man, and just everywhere people are talking about, is this going to affect his legacy, him fighting Jake Paul? What's your opinion on it?
No, legacy's already done.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's almost like when people say about Roy Jones, like when Roy Jones started losing, did it affect his legacy? No. I almost stopped talking about Roy as a legit fighter when he lost, when he got knocked out by Antonio Tarver. Okay, he's done. That's it. Anything after this is almost added bonus time. You can't remove AJ's Olympic gold medal. You can't remove him being a 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world. No fighter on planet Earth gets the call from Jake Paul's team and says, do you want to fight Jake Paul? And says no. Like, well, what? Do I want to fight Jake Paul for 70 million? Or do I want to fight Tony Yoka for 10? It's like, well, of course I'm going to fight Jake. So I don't think it affects the legacy. Everyone would do it. Usyk would do it. Do you know what I mean? Anyone right?
Yeah, Usyk's already talked about something like that.
Yeah, you've got Usyk spoken about it. Fury would do it. So no, it's just, what? I would do anything for 80 million. There's nothing I wouldn't do. So no, it doesn't affect him at all.
Look, regardless of that, and that is going to be like a tune-up fight, regardless of however we see it. AJ Fury, man, do we need to see that in 2026 and then draw the line?
Uni, I'm tired of it.
I know, but I need to ask the question. I know. I've been asking the same question for the last 5 years, but...
Exactly, Uni. And every time you're like, okay, there's a window of opportunity here. Like, Gareth A. Davis continually tells me that they are talking behind the scenes. I'm like, just make it. Like, what is the problem? You both make so much money. Like, I don't understand. I hope in 2026 we get it. But I said that in 2022, 23, 24, 25. So, I don't know. I'm losing patience. I think British fight fans are losing patience. But ultimately, like Brooke Calm, when it does happen, we'll all be there. But I don't want it to be that late. So, who knows? Who knows?
You know, the heavyweights draw a different type of attention. So, hopefully it does happen. Last one on heavyweights and last one in general. Joseph Parker, man, the biggest news broke out last night. Look, we've heard about, performance enhancing drugs, but cocaine's one that we've not heard of. Talk to me about this one, man.
Dude, almost heartbroken, because I love Parker maybe more than any heavyweight. And I'm almost waiting for a statement, and then I can say I told you so. Parker would never do that. Do you know what I mean? And I'm surprised was 5:30, no statement yet. And I hear he's on holiday. That's no excuse. I mean, you got the laptop. Like Spencer Brown, Higgins, someone needs to release a statement to tell us what's going on. Part of me feels like I'd almost prefer it to be a performance-enhancing drug in a weird way. So I know, like, okay, you fucked up. Boom. This is kind of weird. Like, is this a masking agent? Does he just take cocaine? And if he does, he would have taken it 48 hours before the fight. Like, what's going through your head? Like, is there another conversation that needs to be had? So, I don't know, man. I just hope it's wrong. And it's all like a big mistake. But I know VADA don't make mistakes, do they? Like, most times when they tell you something, they tell the truth. So, we gutting for him. But it is what it is. Are we surprised in this sport of the Wild Wild West? I mean, other fighters have done cocaine and have been caught, big name fighters, so I'm not as surprised as I should be, but I'm surprised because it's Parker.
Actually, just the last one, we saw a video of Crawford and Usyk just having a bit of a laugh. It's just good to see 2 pound-for-pound greats of this era just chilling out, right? Sometimes we do want to see them fight, obviously, but they deserve their due, right? Just chilling.
I love that. That almost makes me feel like both retire. Just enjoy life. Like, go to these random places, eat food, have a drink, laugh, joke, and know that you've done what you needed to do. You both have conquered. Not everyone conquers the sport of boxing, Uni. They've conquered it. Unbeaten, undisputed multiple times, made hundreds and hundreds of millions. Done. Do you know what I mean? Done. I love it. I loved it. And I saw it and I loved it.
Ade Oladipo, always a pleasure, mate. The weigh-in is going to start soon. Thank you very much for your time, as always.
Thank you very much.
Speak to you soon, man. Thank you very much.